Good morning, everybody, and welcome. I am Mel Soul, Director of Instruction and Master Professional at the Mel Soul Golf School. We are located in Pawleys Plantation Golf and Country Club in Pawleys Island, which is about a half an hour south of Myrtle Beach, the golf capital of the world. If you want to play lots of really good golf courses within a few minutes drive of where we are, come to golf school. We'll book you tee times in the afternoon for some courses nearby. You'll have a fantastic time. You bring 4 of you, come to golf school, bring 3 of your buddies, you're guaranteed a really good time. So often when we are doing a drill, whether it's my other instructor David or myself, we'll ask a student to do a drill, and in order for them to get the feel, we'll ask them to do it slowly. So we'll say, all right, we want you to hit it at 50% of your swing. So I was watching David teach the other day, and he said to the student, all right, just hit this 50%. And so the student got up and, so that ball went about, I'd say 120 with my 9-iron. So the student hit the ball about 120 yards. I said, what club did you hit? He said, 9-iron. I said, so you hit your 9-iron 240 yards? He looked at me, he said, no. I said, but David just asked you to hit 50%. I said, so how far do you hit your pitching wedge? Well, let's say you hit it 120. I said, so 50% would be 60 yards. So for you to understand when you're working, the best way to play on the golf course is to swing 90%. If you are one of those people who struggle with your accuracy on your irons, it's because you're trying to hit your irons too hard. This is a scoring club. This is not a distance club. If I want to go further, this is a 9-iron. If I want to go further, I take an 8-iron. So this is not a distance club. You want to swing at about 90%. So what you've got to do is, if you've got a little launch monitor or something that can measure distance, if not, go and see a pro that has a launch monitor, or go to a golf store. Most of them will have launch monitors where they can measure how far you hit a certain club. So for me, with my 9-iron, my full swing with a 9-iron is normally about 140 yards. So if I hit this club 140 yards, my 50% swing would only be 70 yards. So sometimes you want to put a target. I would take my head cover and walk out there, pace 70, and then do a full backswing. In other words, I'm going to go all the way back, but I'm just going to swing through slowly and try and hit it 70 yards. That's my 50% swing. So I know then with a 9-iron that my 50% swing goes 70 yards. So some days, if I'm in the trees and I've got to hit a shot through the trees to the green and I've only got 70 yards to go, and say, okay, I don't want to take my lob wedge and get it up into the branches, but I'll take my 9-iron. I know that 50% is going to go 70 yards, so I'll just swing. Because I've already practiced it, I know what a 50% swing feels like. I can hit it the distance I want to go. Now, if I'm hitting my okay, so let's say my sand wedge. So my sand wedge, my full swing with a sand wedge goes about 100 yards. So you people have watched me struggle with this damn bag before, and it falls over all the time because the base is too small. So I know that I hit my sand wedge 100 yards in a full swing. So if I take a target and put it at 90 yards and then stand and practice hitting the ball right to the target, then I know that's my 90-yard swing. It's my 90% swing. If I hit my 4-iron 200 yards, 180 is going to be my 90% swing. I want to learn to hit that 90% swing, because that's the way I want to hit all my irons on the golf course when I'm playing. The reason you don't have that accuracy is everybody goes at 100% and then the ball goes offline and they say, well, I never seem to hit the green. I gave a playing lesson the other day. My student was a 12 handicap. He only missed one fairway. I said to him at the end of the playing lesson, I said, you drive the ball much better than the average 12 handicap, but you hit your irons worse than the average 12 handicap because you're trying to hit it every iron at 100%. So hit it softly, 90% swing. You've got to do a little bit of work to find out what your 90% swing is, but once you've got it, your iron play on the golf course is going to improve. Trust me.